Hello once again. Let's play a little Balatro. Last time out, got our first win, and we'll try to see if we can make that 2 for 2. A couple of little things I can show you here after that win, however. There you see the white stake chip. That's the level, the base difficulty. That's the level we have beaten the blue deck with. That then in turn unlocks a new difficulty level, the red stake, the second of, 4, 6, 7, 8 levels per deck. Playing on the red stake, the small blind, gives no reward money, and that makes it a little more difficult, makes it harder to get off to a flying start. Often, when I've played red stake in the past, you end up trying probably, often is not, when it seems doable, just skip that blind, because you're not really going to get, you get no reward money, you really gain nothing, or gain very little from playing it, other than if you're trying to get repetition on hands or that sort of thing. Could go that way. We could also, still have the red, the yellow, the green, the black, the nebula decks, all to beat. 5, of course, 5 wins with different decks. 5 wins with different decks unlocks challenge mode. We now have 1 of the 5. Decisions. There's no, that I'm aware of at least, there's no real benefit to back-to-back wins. Let's give a shot at the yellow deck here. We will, of course, we'll miss that 5th hand we got accustomed to. Tempting. You start with $10 extra on the yellow deck, and makes it a little more rewarding to go ahead and skip that blind and try to get the win here. Off of 3, I'd rather not maybe skip both initially. That's probably not the worst idea to skip 1. We'll take our kings, get our pair. Feels funny to come back and into the game and have lost all those big leveled up hands that we had. Should be okay here. Although, boy, that's just trash. We would need the 6 to make the 4 mean anything, so let's dump those. We'll hang on to that, and we'll dump these. We've got discards to work with. The pair of 5s would not get us there quite yet. Let's ditch the reds. See if we can get enough into a flush situation. No, but I believe the 2 pairs should do it by the time we add in the chips. And it will, just barely. Though we still had 1 hand to spare. But certainly start out with some cash, if nothing else. Cashed out for 10 because we got a good interest payment out of that. With that, oh, there you go. Let's level the straight and get started leveling the various decks again. Of course, that immediately makes the straight better than anything other than 4 of a kind, just with that first level. I might face cards have a chance to play. We'll go ahead and do this. Might not let it linger too long, but I don't have another joker sitting there, sitting in a slot. And we can bank a little cash while we can, make use of it. We'll go ahead and pick up a spectral pack. That would give us a 6th joker slot, but it does cost us 1 hand size. I think I may skip this. The other option here is convert all cards in the hand to a single random rank. that'd be a lot of face cards to be likely giving up. Don't like my odds there. We'll skip that, and let's move on to the next round and try to beat the big blind with all spades debuffed. And of course, naturally, we draw into a pair of, well, draw a pair with the spades right off the bat. Let's just discard that. We at least get kings out of it. We also have, however, a flush with that discard. That's not too bad. And we did make a couple of bucks off of business card Joker. Pulled a straight here. We'll go ahead and do that. I don't need the 10 extra chips nearly as much as I wanted to save something for a future hand. That's enough to get to finish the blind without any real problem. More cash, more cash, more cash. Not too shabby. Let's level up 2 pair. Yeah, the extra 10, this would boost diamonds, so we'll do that. Celestial packs always contain the planet card for your most played hand. Might be worthwhile. We'll go ahead and take it. Might regret not using that 10 on something else later. We can once again level up 2 pair here by playing the Fool. No, I'm going to resist the urge to sing a few bars of Everybody Plays the Fool. That's not something you need. That's not something that needs to be recorded. It's me singing. 2 free jokers, and the small blind is not going to pay. Actually, it would have, because we are not on the red. We're based on the white, but we'll go with that anyway. We've got 2 jokers we can take here. We'll take the one that pays off on tarot cards. 1 mold for each empty joker slot. But I don't really want to leave my joker slots empty. It's a nice mold, but that's maybe more for a different situation. We're going to take popcorn and try to make the next couple of blinds really easy for ourselves. Face cards are going to be drawn face down on the next. I can skip that blind. We get 1 free joker instead of 2. First played face card gives a ×2 mult. And so diamonds. So face cards are going to pay both cash and mult here. They will be drawn face down, unfortunately, for us. I got 4 diamonds, got 3 hearts, got a pair of aces. We'll go ahead and take the 2 pair here, because it's at level 3. And with the mults, not bad. That is how you put paid to a big blind in the early stages of the game. It cost me 1 mult, 1 round of mult there. I'm immediately going to take the +1 hand. I love that voucher, probably my favorite of all the vouchers. I'll take the planet card. See what we can level. 3 of a kind, or straights, or flushes. Let's level the flushes. Having both flushes and straights as an option, a viable option to play, is a good thing. We'll go to the next round. We're going to skip this blind. Next base edition Shop Joker would become holographic. Clubs are going to get debuffed later. Diamonds are our bonus hand, or bonus suit rather. And we could double up on that and get 2 holographic jokers next. But you know what? Let's go big here. The holographic jokers being there, and the reason I did that, in case it wasn't obvious, is because I still have the 16 mult with popcorn, and that felt like a solid move under the circumstances. We're not going to get a ton out of that. I did throw away the 5 because it doesn't score, having been debuffed, but got almost half of what we needed on the very first hand. 5, 6, 7. We got 2 pair here, and it would also play a couple of diamonds. Let's just do that. I think go ahead and get that diamond out of the way, because it would improve our chances of a heart flush if and when we need one. But we shouldn't need it. 3 hands left and only needing 16 more chips. Let's trash everything we don't seem to need. Got 3 discard rounds we can do. There's a flush. Let's take that. And that will take care of the third boss blind. Now the jokers, typically, I believe in this case, we will only see one joker first, so our next two base jokers could be holographic. Let's see. Nope, it fired them both, which is plus 10 mults on both. Now, what do we get rid of? We've not played a lot of tarot cards. That may be where we go. We'll ditch the business card and replace it with... So now we have clubs paying off and diamonds. And this is just a straight up mult of 4, and it would really be 14. Might be worthwhile to let... We're going to have... I mean, we're doing okay on cash. We should see more tarot cards as we go. Long term, that might be the play. And this is going to give us the same mult, effectively, anyway. So we'll put it there. Face card still giving a ×2 bonus. So, yeah. Yeah, I'm good with that. Let's draw a spectral. See if we can get the good one that levels everything. Create a copy of random joker. Destroy all other jokers. Also, destroy one random card and increase with 4 enhanced numbered cards. We'll take a chance. We lose a queen, however. Gain 3 enhanced 10s. Tarot cards appear twice as frequently. Might be worth it. We're going to gamble and say it is. Because the more tarot cards we see, the more we can build up fortune teller. So here we go into the fourth blind. This would only reward us with an uncommon joker in the shop, which we really don't need, and nothing is ticking down. Let's play it and see if we can take advantage of the tarot cards. That should be more prevalent as we go. Gonna get rid of a couple of cards. So again, clubs and diamonds both paying off here. And of course, missing the 9 in the middle. That sucks. I'm gonna ditch the king. And well, that went well. That went really, really well. We'll get rid of that. We need something. The only things we've leveled flush, we've leveled straight, we've leveled 2 pair. I can't really do a discard here, so we're just going to be stuck, I'm afraid, taking a high card draw. Boy, that was terrible. Ditch the king, chasing the 9, and get another king, and stayed in the exact same situation. Checking the suits to make it a little easier. There we go. That's 5. That'll trigger the flush. That will help. Still have 3 hands to go. Got us over halfway. We just need that same kind of luck again. Suit-wise, we still have 1 discard we can use. The 4 and the 5 are no good to us, honestly. Got a pair of jacks, though. I'm going to play the pair of jacks. We'll get rid of the diamonds. We'll take the pair. Face card bump. Molted that a little, at least. Still okay, I think. Suit-wise, we're not there. We still have a discard in our pocket. We got a pair of queens at the worst. We got 2 pair, actually. So let's take that. Get rid of the heart. Get rid of the low card heart. Didn't toss it because it was hard. I just, with only 1 discard, if I'm chasing cards, I'd rather have another card draw. Didn't need it. That finishes off the small blind. We won't get, we get interest and the remaining hands bonus out of it. What do we draw here? We can buy that, and when we use it, it will bump that up to a 2. I'm going to go ahead and play the Arcana. So the money's going away now. Money is drifting in a hurry. Enhance something into a glass card. Let's enhance the 4. Gives us a reason to play it. Gives us a little boost from playing it. We could either have 2 tarot cards or 2 planet cards. We have not leveled very much. And I think it's better to take the planets and hope we get something useful. Eye card, not... let's hope that's not relevant. 4 of a kind. Just happens so rarely in a lot of these, in most builds. Free spectral pack here, but we're staring at an extra large blind too. Might be worthwhile. We could maybe hit the best of them all. Adds a blue seal for a planet card, or adds a negative -1 hand size to a random joker. And once again, we pull a spectral pack that I'm not really in love with. We'll throw the blue seal on it just to get something out of that. And now we got to make 24,000, and it will need a little luck, I believe, to actually make that happen. The 2-pair draw is not going to do it. We got a lot out of that, but we didn't get nearly enough. Got a full house, but we haven't leveled the full house. Flushes and straights are both still better, as is 4 of a kind. We do have the flush. And could have a shot at another flush. Should have moved the 10 there, I guess, but diamonds are good. That's a nice bonus. 3 hands to go. And we did pull 4 of a kind here. That's nice. Isn't that nice of you? And remember, diamonds and clubs both boosted. So we've got a little something going here with that. 3 of the 4 will have some bonus applied. Builds the malt. Not terrible. Needs 6,000 out of 2 hands now. Sitting on a pair. Pair of 8s. Possible straight. Possible flush. But I'm going to toss this. Hope I pull a 6. And I did. I actually pulled more than that. Let's see. We can either keep a diamond or we can keep a club. Let's go 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. That's going to ×2 the malt when we get there. We will gain 1. Clubs and diamonds. That way. It's kind of an either or. Actually, we're going to pull the 8 back. Use the 3 because that would leave us with a pair of 8s sitting around in case we needed it. Still have 1 hand left after this. Hopefully we won't need it. We're going to need it. Got to pull 2,000 out of this. We got a pair, got 2 pair, which is a base of 240. And it would add 4 malts twice. 240 we would need, is that right? No, I'm sorry, 60 as the base. Let's see what we can do to improve this. We got a couple of discards we can use. Drew into the full house, but that's not as good as the flush or the straight because we haven't leveled it. Flushes and straights far better here. What do? Do you trash this? Do you throw this away and chase the 10? What would the full house do? 40 times 4. We'd get 24, 35, 46. It'd be 86 times 4. 86 times 8, 86 times 12, 86 times 16. Because of the clubs and the diamonds. 86 times 19. 86 times 28. 2,800. It would be close, but I think we're okay. We're going to stick with that. Discard these. Give up on the straight. Play the full house and hope that I did the math right. We'll find out. Did just a little over enough. Had a card still in hand, so that levels up 4 of a kind. As a freebie. Of course. You can do the math wrong in your head sometimes and be really disappointed all of a sudden. That's worth $4 at the end of the round, but I really want the multiplying for score. Money is not a huge issue. 10s and 4s, we don't have anything. Actually, we have 7 10s. Giving 4 malt when scored. We're not doing a great job with the tarot cards. Let's toss this and pull that. It gives us another discovery. Plus it is foil, so it's plus 50 chips each time. And we've had no luck with spectral packs. Maybe we'll have some luck this time. Hex adds polychrome to one joker, destroys everything else. Great to get early in the game. Not so much when you have a full. Destroys 5 randoms for $20. Destroy 1 random, add 4 enhanced numbered cards or 2 enhanced aces. We're sitting on 55 cards right now. Makes face cards hard to pull. You know what? We're going to destroy 1 and add 4. Took them from the low end. It's a lot of cards. And when you have a lot of cards, next base joker becomes negative. We'll go ahead and play this. See if we can build something up in the next shop. Play the 2 pair here. Put the malt at the back. Gonna go ahead and let the 3 go as well, just to clear it out of the hand. Boink, 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 boink. Nice. Nice. Very nice. That's the kind of hand you want. Made a little cash off that. Now, of course, we get the tarot cards that we weren't getting earlier. At this point, I'm going to take the Celestial Pack, having now been offended by that sudden appearance. We'll level up 3 of a kind once. We'll go ahead and take another Celestial. Of course, we are guaranteed to have our highest, our most played card, have the opportunity to level. That's 2 pair right now. Do I level the 2 pair, or do I level the flush? I think we'll level the flush because it is a 2 malt gain instead of a 1 malt gain. And we will certainly have more opportunities to level 2 pair. Free Mega Buffoon Pack. All face cards are about to be debuffed, which we're running 11 out of 57 cards or faces, so that's less damaging than it might be in other situations. I'm going to go ahead and play again, hoping to improve once again. We'll bump 2 of a kind here, throw that away in order to be sitting on spades for a possible flush. Good solid start. Did we draw the flush? No, we have 4 of them. Actually, 4, 5, we did draw the flush. Let's go ahead and play that. Did not bonus as much as I might have liked. 10s and 4s fired once there. That was good. And let's see, 3 hands left to make 3,000. I'm going to feel like that's probably doable. We could play the pair, but I think I will. We'd need 2 cards for the straight there. I'll keep the diamond, discard a couple. We've got discards to burn a little bit here. Let's play these. We'll hold that, I guess. We'll let it go. Play the hand, play the pair. It cost us $1. Should still be okay, even if we didn't get there. Now we'll use, we would need an 8. We would need a queen. We're sitting on 2 pair no matter what we do. Also have a flush draw to our 2 pair. Should be more than enough, or we could play the flush. Either. 2 pair, actually the flush is the better play, but we get a free planet card if we don't do it. So we're going to not do it and take the free planet card for holding the blue sealed king. A lot of stuff fired. Took us over the top. And we get to level full house one time, which is better than not leveling it at all. Cost us $1. We'll cash out, get to 15. There's full house again. There's another Arcana pack. Not playing enough flushes necessarily to need this. 10s and 4s. If it weren't for the 50 chips, I might swap these. We are sitting on 10s and 4s. I guess we're sitting on 9 of them. 7 10s and 2 4s. That's tempting to pull this back out, but it is a 50 chip bonus too. That's a 14 mult, and that's a ×2. We'll take the full house level and go ahead and let's take an Arcana pack, see if we can have a little luck after the Tarots did us dirty early. Things to hold. More likely to be willing to hold that 7. So we'll play that. Do I spend on another Celestial? Maybe. We're getting along here. We're in the 5th ante now. 2 pair or full house can level in this instance. Or we could level the 3 of a kind. I'm going to level the 2 pair because we've played it so much. And hope that we don't regret it. What do we got? Not a lot. Face cards are debuffed. We're going to end up playing those 6s no matter what we do. I'm going to discard a whole lot here and see if we can get something good out of it, and we did. Full house, probably the best way to go at 90 and 8. So we play the full house, get a good solid start to things. Yeah, I can live with that. Sitting on a possible straight draw here. Let's discard the 2 cards that are debuffed and hope we get something nice. We did not. We've got 1 pair, which would wreck a potential straight. We could use the discard, but I'm really not comfortable with that. The diamond would trigger 4 here. Let's play it this way. We're kind of sacrificing a hand, essentially. That's 1,600 out of it. Three hands to get 12,000 and change. Flopped full house there. Still have the straight in hand. We'll take that full house. Thank you very much. What are the odds, having just leveled it, that it came into play? Got 1 pair here. Got 1 discard left. Not pretty. Not a pretty picture. Straights are not paying that well. Flushes and full houses are. Sitting on a possible... Well, my straight and my flush are kind of... I'm throwing away mulch here. Yeah, that didn't go great. Let's see. What order do we want to do these in? I want to give that away. Malt. Yeah, I don't think it matters at that point. We'll play this and hope for 5,000 chips and just get this over with. And indeed, got more than enough. So that worked out, and that gets us through the 5th ante. Getting a little low on cash. -1 ante, -1 hand per round. We'd be back to 4 hands, but it would lower the antes by a full level. Not a card I normally work with. Honestly, I tend to avoid it because I like having those extra hands. It would also cost all of our cash. I think we will skip that. Take our chances. We can level 2 pair. And that's probably the way to go. You can tell I'm not a big fan of trying to play into 4 of a kind draws. Get a holographic joker here, but I'm not going to take that. I want some cash because we will lose $1 per card played in the boss blind in this round. And this should not be that difficult to make, I would hope, although those can be famous last words. Clubs and diamonds pay extra. We're going to let that go, play the pair. The bonus did not fire on that. Didn't get a whole lot out of it. We got 4 hands left to work with, though. 2 pair. Sitting on 2 pair here. I'm going to have to just go ahead and take that, I think, unless I want to discard, but I would only be throwing away 1 card. And I'm not wild about that option either. So we'll take the 2 pair, which isn't terrible. It's not great, but we had a fair bit of bonus, and that puts us in a pretty good spot. 8, 9, 10, Jack, Queen. We draw to the straight. And straights aren't paying that great either at the moment, though getting the mult off the first face card played helped. And yeah, we will allow, at least we know we will make it with that pair. We only need 1,000. Sitting on 4. We're going to throw that away. We'll throw that away. And I may regret it, but I'm going to throw that away. We got plenty of discards to work with. 2 pair will be more than enough to push us over, I would think. We'll keep another pair. Should have played the higher pair. Should have kept the 6s and played the kings. You're sitting there watching and went, you played the wrong cards. And yeah, I was just acknowledging that I knew that. It's so that you don't think I'm that terrible at this, at least. What do we get in the shop? 3 of a kind, which we've seen with the full houses, so we have had some. We can play the Mega Celestial. We could play the Tarot. We'll play the Mega Celestial, and yes, I knew I said I was worried about the money, but let's level the straight. I'm also worried about the chip count that is required to win and keep going. Could level the full house, but we've been so 2 pair dependent. We'll go along with it. Booster card, everything in the shop is free here. But we won't get to that shop until we win here either. So we're just going to roll the dice and go big or go home, I guess. Not a great start. Got 1 pair. Got a possible heart flush. But it's diamonds and clubs that pay. So we're going to play this. Hope that we don't regret playing something low and not doing discards there. 2,000 out of 40 is not going to get it. That will not get the job done. Suit-wise, I got 4 spades, I got 3 clubs, and I've got a 9. And the 9 is attached to not a lot. I would need both the 10 and the queen. And I'm going to need those to play the high version of that anyway. We're going to trash this and this. Pulled a pair. But not anything else we needed. Here's a 5. Might let the 3 go as well, even though it is a club. And we did at least play into the straight this way. Not a huge boost, but it's something. The 10 and 4, the diamond, we got bonused for the diamond and for the 10. That helped some. Suit-wise, once again, sitting on 4, not 5, but we do have 3 of a kind here. Actually, we have the full house. The full house beats the 3 of a kind. So that's a mult card. And 2, 3, 4, 5. Full house with a lot of little bonuses to trigger off. There's 1 for the club. There's 20, so the big bonus hit. Got us a lot closer, but I think that sound I heard meant that the card may have broken, and we may have lost a card there. I got 2 pair. Got a possible small straight working. Not seeing a flush. Let's take the 2 pair, throw the 3 with it. We got another hand we can play after this. And we've leveled 2 pair pretty hard, or yeah, leveled up the 2 pair pretty hard. Should be enough, I would think. Yeah, that was indeed enough. We got through that. We're awfully close to being in dire financial straits. Can't do anything in the shop. So it's nice that everything in the shop was free because of the skipped blind. Let's take our tarot pack first. We could boost that, but I think I'm going to take the spades, or we could take the tarot cards. We're getting okay value out of everything in the jokers right now. Clubs and diamonds could be stronger, especially the clubs. Do I want 2 tarot cards? Or do I want 2 planet cards? We're going to take 2 tarot cards. And we got 2 bad tarot cards. Because I need diamonds and clubs. Yeah, that didn't go so great. I'll take this freebie. Creates a planet card. Has a mult if you play it. Where am I at on 3s? Got 5 as it is. This has a 10 mult. This has a ×2 mult. And we are firing a lot of bonuses. The ×2 probably better. Played without scoring face cards. And I'm not. And in order to buy one of these, in order to sell one off, I'd have to trash something. I could trash the walkie-talkie. But it is giving us 50 chips and some mults. So we're just going to move on here. Free Mega Buffoon pack if I played it. But I think cards previously played this ante are debuffed. Now that's not great. So we may skip this blind after all and see if we get something here that will help us. Yeah, now with a tougher blind awaiting, we will swap out, use the popcorn. Still got another joker if I want it. Gain 3 hands but lose all the discards. I don't love that because we've got so many cards. 12 mold if you get 3 of a kind. But this 20 will help. We're going to skip the other joker here. And with the 20 mult in hand, we're going to skip that as well and just go straight to it. We can increase the rank of 2 selected cards by 1. We can also change things over to hearts. Which way do we want to go here? Got 3 of a kind for sure. We could increase this to a queen, I suppose. But we do have the 3 of a kind at least. I could make the 7s 8s. The 10s and 4s no longer matter. That would... We have in our full deck 5 7s and 4 8s. We could change that over, I suppose. Gets a little bit out of... And I screwed up the 3 of a kind. That was brilliant. That was quality gaming right there. Now we're forced to throw that away. Yeah, we have made a mess. That probably cost me the run right there, I'm afraid. Just sloppy on my part. We need the 10. We could toss the king and toss the 2. Be down to 1 discard. At least we fought back to 2 pair here. Might keep the diamond. Still have 3 more 6s around. Yeah. Really annoying when you do that, but it happens. You play enough hands, you will make mistakes. And boy, did I ever make one. Now we're down to one discard. We have nothing wild. We're getting no help here either. We'll throw these. We've got bonuses there. We're gonna need a significant hand to save ourselves. That was the mistake that may have cost me. We did just pull the straight, which is not the worst thing that could have happened. I don't hate that. I'll make sure that fires before this fires. Oh, but I actually would need that to stay in hand for it to fire, so I'm not really gaining anything out of whatever order I put it in anyway. That was nice, but it's not going to be enough. We've got the flush. We'll go ahead and take that. Still have one discard to work with. Could have also used the Joker and made more hearts out of it. Yeah, that mistake early proved costly. Basically left me playing one hand short. I don't see anything that's going to get me out of this jam at this point. We've got two pair. We could try to draw to the 10s and the 3s and make the full house, I suppose, which is better than the flush. That may be the way to go here. Let's... Got aces and 10s. Club would fire a 4 mold, and it has extra chips, so we'll keep those. We'll toss the 10s. Well, toss the aces. Logic being that I have more 10s, I think, left in the deck. 3 versus the 2. We have 2 more 3s. So we got a few outs here to get the best hand possible. I just don't think it's going to matter. Well, we got the full house at least, which seemed to be our best play. 3 of them and 2 of them and 3 clubs in the deal. We have no more discards. But yeah, the mistake will cost me the run. I would feel fairly certain. Just not enough bonus there to do it. 16 new discoveries. Mistakes were made. Defeat a boss blind in one hand without using any discards. Unlocks a new Joker. $8 if the played hand triggers the boss ability. So yeah, that went poorly, and it's my own fault. Those are really frustrating when that happens. Let's skip that blind. Double the money. We'll play this one in order to try to level something up. Let's keep the aces for now. Take the nice calm 2 pair out of the deal. We'll trash those. We could keep the 2 just because. I mean, a flush draw would be possible, I suppose. Still kind of on track at least. Got 2 pair again. We might just go ahead and play into that. Trash the 7. Keeps us 2 clubs. Not a high scoring hand though. We need 150 on this last hand or we're going to take a very fast loss. Got 3 clubs. We've got 3 discards to work with, so that's not a problem. The pair is only going to pay 40 base, so you'd be looking at 32. It would not be enough. We'll keep it. Let's use the discards and see if we can draw into something. Alright, so we need something here. Got 1 hand left, 2 discards left. I'm just not seeing a solution straight. The 120 base would get us there if we could draw into the straight. We'd need a 7. We need a king and a jack. I just don't I don't think. That'd be 30 on the 2 pair if we did not improve. That'd be 50, that'd be 100, and we'd be just a little bit short. So we either need to play this in for the flush, excuse me, for the full house. I have 2 7s left. I have no more 6s, so I'm not going to hit the full house that way. I would have 2 more 9s, or a king and a jack, which there are 6 of those between them, but 4 and 2, and 2 7s. I've got more outs this way than I have this way. So we're going to let this go. We did draw into the straight here, so let's see. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. Be 21, 30, be 40. That would make 70. That would be 280. That'll be more than ample. 8, 7, 6. That would indeed do it. But yeah, that was a little too close this early in a round. Cut that one a little close. But it goes like that. We can level the pair. We're going to have some joker room, and we've got some cash. I'm going to take that for now. For the 4 9s, we would get $4 at the end. This re-triggers everything in the hand. 12 mult. We'll take that joker. I mean, we could level the pair. We could also re-roll. Might be worthwhile to see if we can pop a 9 off this standard back. We did not. Really didn't gain much of anything. Take the 10. I could re-roll. Pull another joker. $3 for everything you discard. This adds... Joker, Tarot, Planet, and Spectral cards may appear multiple times. Now we're going to have to play 5 here. Play 5 cards each hand. That's the boss blind for this round. So I'm going to be throwing away a lot of stuff here. We got the pair of 9s. Take the pair. Ditch the 2. Ditch the 6. Must play 5 cards or it will not score. So we'll do that. Hold the 8. Not going to be a big score. Certainly. We have to hope we can make that up later, I guess. The absence of planet cards here has hurt. It definitely did damage. We've thrown a lot of clubs, I think. So we'll throw that one too. Gonna need some help here. Got work to do with just 2 hands left. Very easy to get accustomed to having that extra hand and having 5 instead of 4. We've got 2 pair here that would pay off about 100. Really probably need to do more work than that. So, and you keep the 9, it keeps the... I am not in love with this, no matter what I do. We'll discard one. We've got discards to burn. We'll burn a couple. It accomplished nothing. So now we're just going to end up taking... Well, we've got the 2 pair. We could go ahead and use our last discard. Unfortunately, it did not do the work we needed it to do in that respect. And I did just throw away a straight. Yes, I saw it. Saw it after I hit the. Yeah, this is going to be a loss and not a pretty one. Kind of embarrassing, but not every game is going to be a great one. And boy, this wasn't. That was terrible. Get beat in the first ante. We'll play another yellow here with the $10 boost. 3 plus 3 hand size plus 3 polychrome. I wish those were in the opposite order. Having the polychrome joker on the skip and then plus 3 hand size to go into here would have been great. So we're going to go ahead and play this one so that we have, we've got a little cash, but it'd be nice to get something more. Get a joker, get a planet card, do something to make life better. Because we just showed you how easily you can lose very early in a Balatro game. And boy, can you ever. 3 of a kind here. Should be more than enough, I would think. Yeah. That will take care of business. So we'll play that. And now let's see if we can have a little shop luck, which has been mixed at this point. Go up to $20 in debt. I don't hate this. Probably worthwhile right now for us. We have played with that before and had some luck. 1 card slot available in the shop. I don't know that I want to spend 10 on that. It gives you a third option up there, is what that does. This adds cash. This adds a planet card, and we're in dire need of those. So we're going to see what we can do here and see if our luck is a little better this time around. 4 hands to go. 3 of a kind would be the sweet spot. You can ditch the diamond. Let's just throw away a discard to pull literally 1 card. That wasn't pretty, and now we must play 5 cards. So yeah, that once again has bitten us. And a low-scoring hand didn't help either. 2 pair here. That'll make life better, but not great. Gonna need some luck in these final 2. Only 3 diamonds. A 9 would get us would do work here. A queen would do work. That comes out of falls out of play though if we take the pair. I'm not in love with a whole lot going on here. Ace, king, queen, jack, 10. That plays 5 cards at least. And will give us a shot. But we will need something decent. 3 of a kind is going to pay 150. That would be enough. We will go ahead and use our last discard. And we will actually go ahead and take the full house. So we avoided back-to-back first ante losses, which would have just really been, that would have been embarrassing for the world to see. But if you've played the game enough, nice polychrome here. Expensive, but nice. We'll pull a tarot card, I think. 1.5 malt at the on every hand. The 15 malt would be of considerable value as well. That should make the next couple of antes okay. Create 2 common jokers for free here. 20 malt, the half joker, 20 malt if played hand contains 3 or fewer cards. It's a great 3 of a kind build, basically, yeah, as a 3 of a kind build. Rearranging the jokers here to make sure that the malts go in before the multiplier fires. Base chips have got a lot going on. We'll take the skip and hope that in the next shop, hope we get through this. I mean, I'm feeling good about the multipliers we have. 3 of a kind, again, our best bet. I mean, we get a 20 malt, a 30 malt off that, just off playing the pair. Might not be the worst idea. And retain everything. And yes, once again, I missed a straight. We had the ace straight there. But an okay start regardless. I can kind of live with that kind of mistake, I suppose. We'll use a discard here. See what we can get out of things. Gotta love it when you have 4 spades and 4 hearts. And not a ton of either. sitting to the side. We'll now have 3 spades and 3 hearts because we're going to play. Actually, we'll play that 3rd card. But again, we'll get a nice mult there. So we're going to get away with playing very sloppy. That's really the bottom line. We got away with this. Actually, more beneficial to play the ace that I stupidly didn't play earlier. Yeah, that was ugly. I needed to do a better job of braining there. Got 100 chips for the straight. The devious joker, which I'm thinking of as just the polychrome, wasn't really thinking about the extra benefit of the straight there. Can convert 3 cards to hearts. We'll stash that. We'll take the free celestial pack. So straights would be good and 3 of a kinds would be good. And I think we will level that 3 of a kind because that 3 of that half joker is nice to have around. Gain that when skipping booster packs. I don't know that I skip enough of them. About the only thing we could do is toss the credit card. Here now. So what do we have? We could convert diamonds to hearts. We could convert. We have more clubs than spades. So if we tossed the diamond and the spade, we can play this off. Make use of it. That gives us 2 more now. So we'll want to get rid of this. Then play the High Priestess, and we can do that in the next round after we have our deck revealed. Well, I want to skip here. I mean, not really. Not really. Probably wiser to play it out, and then just hope you don't have another disaster. We'll take the flush. Take the flush and get something on the board quickly. Get a 1/3 of it on the board. I can certainly live with that. Take another flush, just like it. A slightly improved flush. So still on track here. Got a full house sitting and working. But what's better? 3 of a kind at 70 times 7 or full house at 40 times 4. Better off to play. I'm going to play this. And then we're going to go ahead and play the High Priestess. That'll level that 3 of a kind, making it even better. So that worked out. And then we also have a mult in our hand. We're going to play this 3 of a kind. Should put us up and over. Yeah, by a lot. That worked out nicely at least. And we get through the 3rd ante. We're not really utilizing the credit card right now. If a great joker showed up, I would certainly take it. It's easy to forget it's up there. It's easy to forget you have that option. Tarot cards. The wheel could add. That creates random joker we don't have room for. This would enhance something that stayed in the hand. You could make one card the other card, or you could enhance 2 multis, and that's what we're going to do here. We'll take another round of tarot. Convert 3 to spades, convert 1 to glass, or make 1 wild. Blue seal means you want to keep it in your hand. Clubs and hearts good, spades weak. We could re-strengthen spades. Or, what did I say? Clubs and hearts and diamonds bad. Let's make this 6 of diamonds wild. Might as well do something with it. We could buy here. We can re-roll. That will let us level the straight. Yeah, really easy. Get 1 extra discard. If I wanted to toss that, One extra discard or the 4 molt, and the 4 molt is really 6 because of the polychrome down there. I think we'll just play from here. Now here, we're going to skip the blind, though, in order to get another polychrome joker. 1 out of 7 cards will be drawn face down. I'm gonna use that. The 3 of a kind is still better than the full house. So let's play it. We lose a 1.5 molt in hand, but as you see, it worked out. That wasn't bad. This might be where the credit card goes away too. So when the blind is selected, create 2 common jokers, even if you didn't have room for them. All cards are considered face cards, but I don't have anything that's buffing face. We're definitely going to sell this off. And we don't have enough to buy it because we sold it and we can't go in debt. And I managed to screw that up too. Sloppy. Very, very sloppy. Just a disaster there. Mistakes are easily made. We will take the flush here. Yeah, you sit and you play, and if you play enough, you will make a lot of mistakes. Don't have 3 of a kind, and we kind of need it, because that may be about our best hope at this point. Really looking at nothing here. I'm just going to trash all of that. Still couldn't pull it. Have to settle, I guess, for the 2 pair. We don't have a straight, and we don't have a flush. We're so borked at this point that, and the flush really doesn't help either. So it ain't pretty. We will go ahead and toss that 3 and hope we get something. And hey, we at least did get something. I don't think it'll be enough to save us with 2 hands to go, or maybe it will. 1.5 malt. So we're kind of now trying to just rebuild and recover from the series of mistakes. This is nice for flushes. Hearts and diamonds are the same suit. Spades and clubs are the same suit. Or we could take another celestial. It'll make flushes easy to pull, but flushes don't pay well right now. They're not really paying well enough. Adds 1 stone card to the deck when the blind is selected. Stone cards have no rank or suit and are just worth 50 chips if you throw them into something. Or we could take a planet. We'll take this and then hope that soon we may need it to get past the next blind, actually. Just really not having any luck at all right now. I'm going to toss those. At least managed to pull a straight out of it. Better than nothing. It's 100 chips and a malt. We can run flushes all day here, but there's no real bonus attached to it when we do it. Get 15 malt when no discards are remaining, and that might be worthwhile sooner than later. Be great to pull the 6 and get the straight here. We will play the pair. We will get a bonus of 20 there for doing so, because it was a 3-card hand. Sitting on 2 pair here. Sitting on flush. Sitting on 2 pair, and the 2 pair pay worse than the flush. If we drew the 6, we don't need the 4. We don't need the queen, so let's discard that. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And that turns into a straight flush because, remember, hearts and diamonds count as the same suit. Spades and clubs count as the same suit. And that took care of that. Still, though, feeling like I'm really in recovery mode after the big mistake of earlier. Fool is nice. We will buy and use. That's all we can do because of the errors made earlier. Don't have enough cash to do anything else. Play only one hand type this round, so we're going to be hoping for straights or three of a kinds as our salvation. And it may have to be flushes, and I don't know that flushes will get us out of it because it hasn't been leveled. Again, if I was moving a little too fast there, play only one hand type this round. You can play other hand types, they just won't score. I mean, the flush here, we'll get a 4 mult and a 1.5. So the answer to this might be, let's play this, play 1. So now we're committed to the flush draws. That only made 1,000. However, if we ditch all of our discards, so we've still got a flush in it, we would get the 15 multiplier, which becomes a 22 multiplier, which will help. So in this instance, I'm intentionally running out of discards. That'll help. I don't know if it'll be enough. It might be. Or it might not be. Because we only got 2 more hands we can play. Nope, we should likely come up short. Yeah, we will. And did not have the flush in the final hand. 4 reds, 4 blues, or 4 reds, 4 blacks. Game over. Just like that. That won't score anything because it's not allowed. And there is another quick loss. Take another run. 5 new discoveries. That was a little something. We'll play 1 more of these maybe. Would give you a double tag, but we've got cash. Don't have to make a whole lot here. Just with the small blind being 300. 7, 8, 9, 10. Let's play that, and it keeps a pair in hand. Play the straight. Gained more than enough. Small blind complete with a little cash in hand. 2 for interest, 2 for remaining hands, 3 for the blind. We can buy into something. 1 for each empty joker slot. Well, that would make life a lot easier. And it's undiscovered. So for the moment, I think that is probably a pretty solid move. Let's level something. Flushes? Yeah. Yeah, we'll level that. We'll go that route. This should be pretty simple with a ×1 mult for each empty joker slot, stencil included, and it has a negative of +1 slot, so we have effectively 6 slots, and as long as they stay empty, we have a 6 mult here. This would give you a foil joker. It would reduce the mult. I think I'm going to play this and see if we can't get another round in the shop. That would seem to be the way to go. That's what a 6 mult will do. A simple 3 of a kind got you through the second blind of the ante. Spectral Pack is a way to improve life without changing anything up there. This would give you another joker, but it's a -1 hand size joker. I don't really like that. We'll take the 2 aces instead. They're enhanced to gold, so they'll pay cash. Got enough. Let's buy a Celestial Pack and see if we can raise something. Let's raise the straight. And go on to the next round. Must play 5 cards. But I think we can kind of live with that. that and toss this maybe. Or toss this and keep that. There you go, 2 pair. Which will molt times 6. Almost did it, just not quite. 8, 9, 10, Jack, Queen. And that will more than do it. Once the little flames come up. So yeah, this is a rare case where only a good molt joker might be worth. Every played card counts in scoring, and then we are getting good molts off of it. But let's see. Let's go 2 pair here. And we might take that. Upgrade 3 of a kind at 3 levels. Yes, please. Spades would be debuffed in the next. A polychrome joker would give us back one of the molts we lose. We'd actually gain here, so we got 2 pair, which we have buffed once. Might be worthwhile. Every played card counts in scoring means that if it was not debuffed, even if it is not part of the scoring hand, you still get credit for it. So we'll take these and these and throw that in. That molt makes life a lot easier, doesn't it? We've got a polychrome joker that is guaranteed to have a 1.5 molt. Adding it would cost us a molt, but you'd have a 1.5 and then a 4 on top of it. 4 of a kind, but we don't have enough cash to do it. Unless we trash the splash. We'll do that. Let the low molt fire first and then let the high molt fire next. We don't have any cash to buy anything else with right now. Decreases level of poker hand. Not really relevant since we haven't really leveled too much up yet. We'll play that off. Should have kept the 2 and thrown the 4 there for spade purposes. 3 of a kind. I don't hate it. I do not hate it. So molt once, molt twice, win. So we're hurting in terms of leveling scoring hands, and we're hurting in terms of everything else, but we're not hurting in terms of the molts that we can apply. Well, sitting on 5 in cash, I would love to have bought this just to get the discovery. Don't have enough cash to do it. So the 100 chips, you know, you could make an argument for it, but I think we're just going to roll on like we are. However, the holographic would be a plus 10 molt. That's probably worthwhile. Decrease level of poker hand. So we did the skip blind there to set it up, and then we just go at this and hope for the win. Once again, 5,600, a little tougher. We're going to throw a lot away here and see if we can't build into different sorts of straights. Remember that we have level 3 of a kind, straights, flushes, 2 pair, all have been leveled. We will take the straight with a nice bit of multiplication about to occur. 1.5 and 5 more. Made 23. That's not too terrible. We'll get another straight here, though it will cost us both of our pairs that we were sitting on. But again, just slow and steady right now. Still got 2 discards in hand that we can use. 3 spades. Potential straight draws all over the place. Didn't get it, but had the potential for it. Let's see what's left in the. Let's see what's left in the old deck here. There's 1 8 remaining. 3 of our 7s are still there. 3 of the 4s are still there. What I'm contemplating is playing this off. We'll play this off. and hope that between this reload and draw we get what we need. We do have a pair. Still have one discard. The pair won't really help. Don't have two pair, unfortunately. I think we probably have to try for the 7 that we need, because we need it for the 3 to matter anyway. Gonna need the 7. We'll discard and hope. Did not get it. We do have two pair, and we do get to score one more card. Will the malt get us there? It did not. We come up short, and more disappointment. We'll take another. I really thought by now we might have had a shot at getting the win. If we skip here, I think we will play this one and skip on the next one. Good start with a straight on the board. Made that look easy. Yeah, that's a good sign. Maybe that's a good sign. We'll level the flush because we have cash. What's our other joker? Spades, yes, we'll take that. Is it worth playing one, buying in and pulling an extra spade possibly? Yeah. They're a 4 malt. That's a chance for a malt. We'll take the extra spade. Play the next round. Skip here. Take the 2 free tarot cards. And max value of jokers. Convert 3 cards to clubs would be an option. Just go with an all black deck maybe. Might take that. Might be worthwhile. Only get $2 for that. Convert 3 to diamonds. I don't really want to do. Spades are what we're going to play the most of. So let's just put that malt on. Put the steel on there. And see if we can survive and not have another first anti-loss again. Probably better. Probably better to take this pair and keep this malt for now. We may need it later. I mean, 600 chip really shouldn't be that much. Made 100 there. Checking the suits, we only have 4. We've got a pair. I think what I will do is burn a discard here. We've only leveled the flush so far. We don't have one. So we're going to take... We're stuck. We're going to have to take this 3 of a kind. And get a malt for that. And obviously, at this level of blind, not that difficult to make what you need. This should actually, with the spade multiplier, will be enough to finish it. That gets us through there. But yeah, every different deck presents a different set of challenges. You've got cash. Gotta love this. Flushes and straights can now be made with 4 cards. I can't take that fast enough when it appears. Very few jokers make me happier than that one. Of course, we're going to be leveling something else instead, unfortunately. Magician would give you a lucky. Let's take another tarot card. See what happens. 2 bonus cards. Increases the rank by 1 or $3 if the card is held at the end. We are most likely to play spades. So we'll buff the high and the low of the spades that were in hand. And then move on to the next blind. Free Mega Buffoon pack. That would fill us up on jokers. And it's a relatively low blind. We'll take that. Earns 8 if it triggers the boss blind ability. What is the boss blind? Extra large. I don't think if the played hand triggered it, and so that's really not an issue. We have empty joker slots right now, so we'll take joker stencil and get the ×3 mult for a little while just to make this easier. 4 mults on cards of even rank. None of these have been discovered, and it is a discovery. You have watched me play enough by now to know that I'm not likely to get through a round without using any discards very often. So I'm not a big fan of that. Skip the blind, take $15. We do have the 2 mult here. For the $15, yeah, we'll go ahead and see what happens with the large blind. Surely surely we can't screw this up that much. 3 of a kind would be better. Flushes are good. And we do have the flush. Play that. And we're sitting on 3/5 of the way to the next flush. Actually could have done that with 4 cards, and should have. I see a royal flush. I think that's the first royal in these plays. You will notice, however, that royal does not actually pay the huge numbers you might suspect it would. We'll cash out, take our 10. Now, sitting with the empty joker slots, stencil included, if we put another joker in, we no longer have that mult. So might be worthwhile. Yes, please. We will take the spades. Straights and flushes are what you want to level up here because they are suddenly much easier to make because you only need the 4 cards. Great synergy, if you recall the joker that lets you skip in straights, skip a missing card in a straight. Great synergy card to have in this situation. Straight flushes, 3 of a kinds and 4 of a kinds. So naturally, of course, we do not get the planet card for straights or flushes, naturally. 15 mult, while discards remaining, probably for future purposes, better to trash the evens and go with that mult. Rerolls would cost 2 less, probably not worth 10 to me. We would get 2 free jokers if we skip there, but yeah. Again, I don't really want to give up that double mult this early. And convert 3 cards to spades because we're pretty much committed now. We do get the we do have the spade mult, and flushes are easier, so having 15 spades is a good thing unless you later hit a boss blind that debuffs all spades, in which case it's not as much fun. We'll take the 4-card flush and sit here knowing that we have another one waiting that we would not need as we make it with that ×2 mult sitting there knocking it out in a hurry. Could add clubs, could give up that 15 mult there, but instead I think we'll spend some cash on the Arcana packs instead. Creates a random joker, must have room. It would be there, and it would be sellable if we didn't want to keep it. So let's see what we get. What did we get? A steel joker times 1.5 mult. So we're gaining 1.5 and giving up 1. And it gains for each steel card in your deck. So now there's a benefit to playing. Suddenly the joker stencil may not matter. So now we want to get as many steel cards as possible. This could also... do we want a wild card here? Maybe go with a diamond as a wild? Seems reasonable. We'll let those go. So we gave up a mult, and so it's 1.25 and 1.5. So the more steel cards we build, this becomes very valuable, and at some point the joker stencil will probably go, because right now it's doing nothing for us. Diamonds will get debuffed in the big blind. 1 per hand this run. Well, let's do that and go ahead and play the big blind, the boss blind. Spades are good, but we only have 3. Our wild card got debuffed, which is unfortunate. 3 of a kind, straights and flushes. Let's make sure I'm not missing an obvious flush. I hate to take a low hand early, but I don't have a 4-card anything because I lost my wild card. Might be worthwhile here. Let's just play off the pair. Get rid of the debuffed 10. Take the 100. Now we have 3 cracks at it. Do we have a flush? No, we do not. We're going to have to use a discard here. And at least, oh, would you look at that? Drew into a straight flush, believe it or not, which we could actually make with just the first 4 cards. And we'll do that way. And then watch those extra mults at the end. More than enough to take us up and over. So right now we're looking to build steel cards and to get another good joker to replace the stencil, which isn't doing anything. Now I may have found it. Let's trash that stencil. Let's take the tarot, I think. 1 mult per tarot card used this run. But let's see what we can get out of the buffoon pack. We've got cash. Did not get anything great. That's $4 at the end of the round. I'm going to, unfortunately, I think, skip this. That's for the pairs. That's for 3 of a kinds. That's for 4 of a kinds. That's $4 at the end of the round. Unfortunately, we wasted that. We'll plug this joker in instead and make sure that its bonus fires before the mult joker. Let's buy the standard pack. Hope for a steel card here. That would increase our mult. That's a holographic. That's a glass. And that's a mult. So none of the above effectively here. Clubs and spades. Probably our best hope. This ace of diamonds, though, is a +10 mult if played. We just don't have a whole ton of diamonds. Sitting on 4 aces right now. Sitting on 4 sixes. Sitting on 4 of everything except 2s, really. So we can do this any which old way we want. We'll play on. Rerolls in the next shop would start at 6. We are going to do that, I think. Get a free reroll next go round. We have not buffed 2 pair here, but we only need 4 to make the flush. So we can take it and still have a pair in hand. The spades all fired. That wasn't too bad. Spades are good. Flushes and straights can be made with 4. We not really sitting on 4. Worthwhile here. Let's burn a discard. Sitting on a full house. Did we level it? We did not. But we can make our straight. Well, no, that doesn't work. Was missing a card. 3 of a kind has been leveled, however. So we'll play it out. We will trash those to go with it. Take the 3 of a kind. Watch our bonuses fire. Getting a little tight here. Again, here you're getting good mults, but I do like the chance of a straight here. And we have a flush in hand if we play this 3 of a kind. So we'll go ahead and play it off. Take the mult. We would need 4,000 here. Plus, if I dispense with all of my flushes, straights are better, but I can live with the flush. Straight flush is sitting there possible. We know we can ditch the queen. We know we can ditch the 2. What I'm looking for here is we're going to burn all our discards up. 3, that's 4. We can burn this 5 because we only need 4 for the flush. We would keep that. Discard here. We still have our flush. We don't have the straight. So, but we need to burn off our last discard to get the 15 plus 15 molt. So yeah, we will now take the flush and should be fine, I would hope. I have math problems. We come up 1,000 short and there's another loss. Not a great finish. Not a great finish. Might be, after 3 bad losses in a row in the early portion, might be a good place to call it quits for another go. That's what I'm going to do. I'll see you next time. Thanks for hanging out.